Hello! Hello, пацан! Привет! Ну что, готовы погрузиться в депрессию? So, guys, how are you today? Is it going well? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Привет, привет, привет! Okay, let's go. Let's dive into this beautiful world. Поехали. Я думаю, я буду говорить и на русском, и на английском пытаться. Что скрывать уж. So this now. I'm kind of scary. No, I'm scary yet. It's scary game. У меня аж ручки вспотели. Окей. Let's go. Please enter your name. This is my name. Okay. Hey! Oh. I see. No. I see an annoying girl running. Okay, this would be a kind of English reading lesson because I have some problems with my reading. And let's suffer together. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Okay, я поняла это. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Okay, Sayori-san. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Вопросительный знак. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would always sleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Like me, I oversleep every day for my entire life. Okay, I love Sayori. Even right now. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. But why? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, honey. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. I love how Honey teases Sayori. Fine. 大丈夫в оригинале. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Like, that's right. Okay, we cross the street together and make our way to school. Okay, I'm a school boy. Oh my god, I have a bad feeling. This is going bad. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily why so hard? Commute. By the way, honey, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Yeah, this kind of girls, okay? Like lazy bone. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she is going on about. Okay. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Like me, just like me, it is me! I'm spending my all free time on games and anime and VTubers, okay. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Oh my god, that's cringe. Cringe! And I know you are happy now, but I die. Oh my god, this is like a spoiler. Okay. But I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. I'm not a NEET, by the way. A NEET in a few years because you not use it to the real world. Oh, this girl knows me very well. I'm scared. Monica, best girl. You know, don't spoiler this game here. Maris, привет. Hi. Best in my life. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's cringe. I have work, by the way. Oh, okay. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Like, yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know, maybe you are too, you know, neat. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself, relent to her. I'm sorry if anything is wrong, but I have a hard time with English. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Like me. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Of course. Hello! Sayuri. Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I am the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. I messed up. It's Sayuri. Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? Hi? There is no way I'm going to your club. Which club it is? Roskomnadzor club, like that? Something like that? Okay. Okay. Baka! Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Of course. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first on to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. But actually, if it's about honey, I had some interest in literature. By the way, yeah, I'm going to the anime club, like a true otaku. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Come on. Don't make promises you can't keep. Oh. Yeah, Honey is right. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Okay. Cunning. Okay. I let out a long sigh, like no. Yeah. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Кошмар. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. This is kind of cheap, you know, just one cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Minna! Like, everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Okay, we have to decide how to voice this girl. This, like, president of a club? I don't know really. Oh my god. Okay. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, honey, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Oh my god. Oh my god. All words escape me in this situation. Oh. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Cute. Oppai. She has an oppai. This is one a petan, and this one has oppai. That's not bad, by the way. 2 petan and 2 oppai. Okay. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? I think she's like tsundere, so I just keep going, acting like a tsundere. What are you looking at? How she knows? I'm scared of this game. How they knows why am I looking at? That's crazy. Oh my god. If you want to say something, say it. Gomenne. Natsuki. The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Well, she's cute. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Well, yes, first year they have this size. Yeah. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Oh, she's a hachama? You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. In English it sounds so strange. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. She's so cute, I love this girl, this Yuri. I'm into that type of girls, yeah. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. Oh my god, that's right. It's great to see you again, honey. It's weird. Monika smiles sweetly, okay? We do know each other well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, and I can't see Pantsu, but I have a feeling that she has a nice Pantsu. Basically, completely out of my league. Okay. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monika. Come sit down, honey. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a rope tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Like, that's cute. I want to eat right now. I didn't eat. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Sounds oishi. Kawaii! So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one! She's tsundere. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. Oishii! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing in her face. I turn the cupcake round in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Kawaii. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. With some left juice. This is really good. No, it's me. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Natsuki, arigato. Natsuki, arigato. Why are you thanking me? It's not like... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said... Mada. Well, maybe. But not for you, baka. Baka sounds better than dummy, so... I just clearly say baka, okay? But not for you, You, baka. Okay, daijoubu. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this okay, I'm stupid. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Is this key on? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. I said it she's a Mexican. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. After all, doesn't the hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Oh my god, no, it's bad. No. No. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be best time for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Daijoubu, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Kawaii ne. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. I am afraid all this time, okay? Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Sorry. I'm sorry. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Oh my god. Yuri also nods in agreement. Okay. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. It is hard to start being a new VTuber, You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Yeah, that's clear, yeah. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Oh my god. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find this free. Okay, maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with that level of enthusiasm about literature. So, honey, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! This is literally me. I just read some manga. No! I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I love Yuri, she's cute. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You are Nito. Bookworm. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with the psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Oh. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay, I see where it's going. I read horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. I sound similar. Let's make it like a little bit different, okay? But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eye darted over for me to a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! I'll give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, honey? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Да, у вас они милые, посмотри на них. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and... I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Honey... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Yeah. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Honey, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. No, that's bad. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I don't have any skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey honey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Monica, best girl. Okay. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I see how it goes. Yeah. How? No, I see where it goes. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. No! It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Is it? Will it? Okay. Fireflies. Okay, let's start our English lesson today. Fireflies. Как это переводится? Светлячки. Defeat. Защищаться. Loud, громкий. Essence. Типа важность. Childhood, детство. Anger. Злость. Вот это слово я не знаю. Meager. Okay. I need... Google Senpai. Help me, please. I don't know what meager means. Meager. Что мате. Google. You know, I'm improving my English and I feel like I'm improving my English. Meager. Скудный. Okay. Так, breath, meager, wonderful, organizing, wonderful. Agonizing.
Agonizing.
Existence. Eternity. Dark. Oh my god. ちょっと待って。I'm looking for. Okay, melody. Vertigo. This is like. По-моему, это заболевание вертиго. Vertigo. Ну, пускай будет Vertigo. Broken marriage. Disoriented family. Shiny friends. Okay, shiny. Email, Valentine, cage, peace, imagination, boop. What is the boop? Boop. Like boop? Is it like sound boop? Rose, bubbles, uncanny, treasure. Treasure, okay. Incongruent. I don't know this word. Incongruent. Okay. Что мате? Incongruent. Несовместимый. Oh, okay, okay. Like, okay. Incongruent. Incongruent, intellectual, scared, cute, milk, forgive, empty, poof, games, pout. This word I don't know. It's pout. What's pout? Pout. No, pout. Дуться. Окей, окей. Это дуться, значит. Pout, дуться. Ага. Несовместимо, окей. Cry, lipstick, judgment, blanket, feather, whisper, love, lazy, ocean, question. Okay, whisper. Sunset, chicks, hopeless, chocolate, rainbow, crimson forest, ambient, bliss, reborn, precious. Okay, ambient, like ambient music. Fantasy, despise. Okay, this is new word for me. Despise. Презирать. Oh, nice. Despise, I like it. Sweet, misery, alone, hope, romance, whistle, lust, bounce. Lust or despise? Uvo-san or Melu-san, somebody help me. Lust or despise? I love these two words. And okay. Jan, ken, poi. Tsunamaki, jan, ken, poi. Okay, despise. Jump, color, hurt, swimsuit, memories together, awesome music, analysis. Kowalski analysis. Okay, analysis. Promise, vibrant, scars, parfait, heaven sent, headphones, tenacious. Okay, tenacious. Цепкий. Oh, nice. We are learning, guys. Twirl, excitement, skipping. Okay, tenacious. Misfortune, vivid, bunny, unrequited, graveyard, melancholy, anime, sunny, mouse, tears, anime, aura, amazing, explode, gratification, massacre. Yes, massacre. Vivacious, shopping, vivacious. What is vivacious? How to read this word? Оживленный, vivace. It's like an Italian word. Oh, I understand. Vivace. Where is it? Vivacious. Okay, vivace. Vivacious. Жизнерадостный. Vivacious. Жизнерадостный. Okay. Это. Shopping, wrath, heartbeat, atone. What is atone? Atone. Искупить. Oh, this is not so many new words. Oh my god. Warm, afterimage, peaceful, unending, tragedy. Sing, determination, daydream, clouds, dream, incapable, death, disown, fun, smile, death. Adventure, doki, hurt, happiness, sparkle, infallible, folly, what? Infallible, infallible, Непогрешимый. Wow, this game is cool. Infallible. How to read that? Oh, Google Translate. Just don't give an answer for this question. Okay. Infallible nightgown. Extreme climax. Electricity. Doki. Dazzle, sadness, fickle, depression, frightening, sticky, socks, uncontrollable, spinning play. Okay, let's go. I see. Hi again, honey. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, honey. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join in any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Yes, I think so. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Honey always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Like me. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh my god. How come? You and Honey can become good friends too? Sayori? Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation he just put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? Toshio. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking... I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is bunye. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Well, she was cute. You stupid. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read it. I definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Yeah. Well, you can read it out. Yeah. Well, you can read it out. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, guys. Well, you can... well, you can read it at your own pace. That's it. I look forward to hearing what you think. Too much English. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Yeah. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to pre-read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Who is Markov? Portrait of Markov. Russian accent. There is an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. What the fuck? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, honey? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories... Oh no. They challenge you to look at the life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forgot to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. At least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything, okay? Okay? Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in a company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. That's yeah. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I guess that makes it's kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Nice scene, nice picture. Just mate. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Good. Yes. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it slips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Oh my god. It's actually kind of distracting me. But why? By the way, she has nice boobs. Nice boobs. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. What? Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Oh my god. She's so cute. I'm turning into should I tell that? Yuri's so kawaii. Kawaii ne. Nice but nice eyes. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. No, that's yabe. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah. Arigato. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Yeah. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. What the fuck? But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. My god. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But honey, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! My god, that's awful. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching in their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, let's think about it. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monika? Well, Sayori, it's like she's one of my friend. Natsuki, she is tsundere. Yuri, I love Yuri the most for this stage, you know. Okay, let's be Yuri. Okay, Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with the most experienced. What? Most experienced woman like Marin? Мне кажется, надо прекращать с Хэллоуином делать отсылки к ним. Но я не могу. У меня просто голова забита этим. Okay, Yuri seems the... Why seems Yuri? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you are writing a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both of the style and the experience... Oh my god! Why I just hear she's so hard to read. Okay. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once she refines her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god! Ghost under the light. I don't want to read this handwriting. What? Nantoka of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickering blue-green hue of the future. I bath. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, I understand. This one is beautiful, by the way. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Yes, you have! What? I wasn't thinking that at all. So, that's a lie. You boy, you just lied to this girl. That ends bad. But it took you a long time to read. Oh no. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, honey. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, honey. Me too. Who should I show my poem next? To next? Not you. Okay, this one. Go on. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just don't evoke my emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for you tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Okay, I love it much more better than Yuri's. I like it. I speak English like that. Monkeys can climb. Yes. That's easy and pretty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? No, it wasn't right. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits your heart. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Next, okay, Sayori. This is a good poem, honey. Are you sure it's your first time? Yes, of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, honey. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure I have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's bad. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't ask for just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Yeah, Sayori, it's cool. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, so how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there is no point in arguing. She's cute. Look, she's cute. I love her so much. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Why? What? Monica's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Monica. Hi. Why? Oh, I'm in the print screen of this print screen. This game knows me. Эта игра знает меня как черт просто. Извините за стул, но... Что-то мате. Мне надо настроиться, чтобы сказать это. Сейчас. Сейчас я попью, подождите. Hi, honey. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, make new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring these up, okay? Things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, honey. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, honey. I was going all in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. It was my line, okay. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. Okay. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn to try new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my god. Hole in wall. Glory. Oh, Glory. I don't have to continue this topic, okay? Hole in wall. Why? This is so bad. Hole in wall. This is the... Oh my god. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I read blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. my retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. All of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Я самый ужасный человек на свете. Господи. Почему я ржу над этим? Понятно почему. I'm the worst. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Epiphany? Epiphany recently, okay. It's been influencing my poem a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Tidy. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What the fuck? I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there is no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room saw Yuri and Monica happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poem. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it. And Honey did too. Oh, no. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Honey liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Honey appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Honey started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, and if they just noticed I was standing there. Oh. Honey, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me to explain that to her, Honey. Wait. There is a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Honey? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki glares at me, trying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything so to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Oh. Honey, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly what nobody likes. Stop! Yamete! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just wanted everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs... and Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? Yeah, you could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, okay everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Honey, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Oh, I nod to myself with newfound determination. Honey, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Either or either. Melis-san, if you are here, just tell me, okay? Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, that doesn't kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they are both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Yeah. You know, honey, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easier to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. What's that? Next poem. Okay. Try something new. Oh my god. Eternity, sparkle, marriage, excitement, fantasy, fluffy, Valentine, nature, questions, forgive. Okay, Valentine. Unstable breath, effulgent, пьянящий. Okay. This is пьянящий. Tears, jump, whisper, extreme, smile, ribbon, laugh. Ribbon. Pout, strawberry, playground, misfortune, crimson, fun, special, lollipop, summer, amazing, lollipop. Flee, love, captive, landscape, blast, infinite, chocolate, candy, essence, together, last. Cry, dark, sadness, games, time, universe, secretive, calm, embrace, hair. Pink, sensation, color, comfort, vitality, sweet, ambient, extraordinary, play, charm. Raindrops, flower, anger, heartbeat, portrait, suicide. Spinning socks, cars, hurt, hot, lucky, peace, tenacious, shiny, desire, treasure. Precious, sugar, nibble, aura, blanket, skirt, papa, uncanny, judgment, disarray, papa. Daydream. Faster. Faster. What is the faster? Faster. Более прочный? Is that so? I don't... Faster. Marshmallow rainbow skipping incongruent unrestrained wonderful giggle vertigo. Okay, so the marshmallow. Anxiety waterfall anxiety waterfall cage dream dance vanilla feather shopping afterimage cloud afterimage party mouse whistle vibrant wrath swimsuit kawaii fickle electricity hurt imagination climax adventure unending lazy hope misery rain cloud cheer incapable heaven sent holiday bouncy clumsy pure unrequited lipstick twirl frightening bad fear depression vivid bunny meager chicks despise. I choose depression. Parfait hope bob pleasure uncontrollable defeat massacre. It was the first time. Melody variance friends melody awesome explode family journey bubbles intellectual happiness romance puppy flying explode dazzle death horror analysis headphones jumpy ocean vivacious melancholy silly melancholy or silly. Okay, let's be melancholy. Contamination case grave entropy insight bliss existence fireworks doki determination. I choose entropy. Vocation firefly sticky disaster inferno memories whirlwind disoriented destiny alone disoriented. That's awful. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Why? Why I choose this name? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Hi, honey. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that? All of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her kind purple. She fumbles with her latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and wanted to excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there is one more thing. You are always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. You have... Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. What? I didn't notice that she was listening it. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Honey to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There is no way you could think that. You are right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What was that? Out of nowhere, something smacked Sayori in the face and tumbled into the desk. Oh, what was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Bye-bye, Ива-сан. Oyasumi nasai. Спокойной ночи. Я, наверное, скоро тоже пойду. Sayori glances around. It's a miracle. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your action, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears up in the wrap and takes a big bite. It's too good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over the mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can be choosers. Beggars can be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori throws her way to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You are so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzes glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You wouldn't have heard, you would have heard the bell ring at least. I mustn't have heard of it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, honey. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I just to live out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slammed down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself? Is it something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We are probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's the most important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's talking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like that. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. If you fall for sleeping like that, it's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over? How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And that is a toothpaste stain in your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, Minnie! Poka. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Yeah, This is so funny. Was it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about that, baka. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Oh. Oh. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my oppai got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Oh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then I wouldn't even let you do things like that. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all of these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. It's a deal. I guess we're really bad at taking care of each other then. We are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You are doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Honey, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still thought a way to retrieve her poem. And with this question about poems, we should end up because I am sleepy and hungry too, as this Doki Literature Club boy. Пожалуй, мы на этом сегодня закончим, потому что очень что-то длинная игра. И продолжу в следующий раз вот этих вот стишков. Будем выбирать стишки. И посмотрим, к чему все это вообще нас приведет. So, save slot. Так, все сохранили, да? No. Так. Turn? No. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. What the fuck? A problem caused the program to still. Okay. We just did it. Nice. So, guys. Спасибо, что пришли на этот поздний стрим. Ой. Спасибо, что пришли на этот поздний стрим. Было интересно почитать, что в этой игре творится. И увидимся в следующий раз. Bye-bye.